Hi, I'm PK, and just question again. Question for men this time, married men or any man who has this kind of mentality. So, you know how women labor is glamorized in marriage. So, she's serving the husband's family, their parents, taking up all the tasks, most of the tasks in the house. Everything is so glamorized, and whoever disagrees with that are like bad bahus, not sanskari, not taught well by her parents, and so are called. So my question is, see, you want the woman to serve you, your family, your parents, your house, do everything, and when the woman tries to rationalize it, your justification is that my parents are old, they can't do things, they need to be taken care of. So your whole justification revolves around the fact that your parents are old. And yes, maybe true, very true. For decades, hundreds, thousands of years, this is how it's been in India, right? Women will get married, go to her husband's house, and become a free laborer in that family. So yes, you cannot abandon your old parents, true. Using your own logic, answer this question. For tens, thousands of years, the woman is abandoning her old parents. Your parents and her parents are almost of the same age. So how that is okay for you when your whole justification is old age? So her parents are also old. They also need to be served. So it's okay for you to overlook that or ignore that part, but when it comes to your parents, you want that point to be emphasized. So basically, the conclusion here is it's not about the old age. You want a free laborer. You just want her to serve you, for you, your family, your parents, which may not be wrong, but in India we all are aware how that is taken. So you may say that's how the society has been. The woman, she leaves her parents, comes to my house and serves my parents. So now you are the society. We are the society, right? Let us change. Let us change. What's the big deal in that? We are the society. So let us change. Let us change our thinking, our perspective about this whole concept of Achi Sanskari Bahu. Let us change. Just because she is married into your family doesn't mean she has to do all this like extreme laborer type of work. And yes, taking care of your parents is really important for her as well. Why don't you make the sacrifice than expecting that from your wife? You make the sacrifice. You pick up 2-3 jobs, additional jobs. You step out of your comfort zone. You do side hustles, earn more money, keep a maid, a cook, someone to clean after your parents. Yes, why not? When you're not willing to make that sacrifice for your own parents who raised you, you are expecting another girl to come into your family and do that cooking, cleaning after your parents, being the comforter for you, giving you all the pleasure. And then in the end, the only thing that is done to her is her sacrifice is glamorized so that it's normalized. Her efforts are made to look like it's your job, it's your role as a bahu. No, marriage is partnership. It's very, very simple partnership. You put in the same effort, she will put in the same effort. Whatever works for, you come home, you help, she'll do her tasks. It's not that you come home, you sit with your paper or you sit watching TV with your mama and she's there cooking, cleaning, everything. Because she's a bahu, now she has to, she's already sacrificed so much for you. Once she's married, her talk, even the choice of words, that also, she's not the same with her. She was not the same when she was unmarried and was living with her family. She spoke what was in her heart. She dressed however she wanted, comfort. In hot weather she would not wear full chodidar, full sari, or full top to bottom covered, whatever. No. And she would sit however these are the basics. You cannot imagine the level of sacrifice she's done, and which are unspoken. She's never spoken about it. When you, for example, when you go to her house, I'm sure you will not talk the way you speak in front of your parents. Regular conversations, you will be so mindful what I'm talking, choice of words, body language, the kind of dress you wear. You will not behave. Imagine you have to do that your entire life happily, and you are never rewarded for that. That's expected of you. That is what happens with her. So after all this she does, now stop treating that like a free labor. No. As I said, you put in the effort for your parents. It's not her primary role. It's not her primary responsibility to pamper your parents, take care of your parents. No. If her parents can cook for themselves, clean up after themselves, go to the kirane wala store and buy groceries for the house, if they can do those, your parents and her parents are of the same age most of the times, right? If her parents can do, surely your parents can also do. So it's like, it shouldn't be like how we have seen all our lives, how we have seen our mothers suffer. It shouldn't be like that. Now let us make the change. Once you've married, you've got your wife in the house, your mom, your father, how they've done till now without her support, let them do some of it at least. She will obviously help if she's not working woman. If she is a working woman, please, you can stop this double standard. You can shut this hypocrisy. And yeah, please, no. How you treat yourself, treat your working woman, working wife exactly like that. Have some sensitivity in your heart. Please don't be so dumb or so numb to her pain. Don't normalize her suffering every single day. Don't normalize that. Okay? Don't let your family members normalize the same with her. Okay? So I hope. So yeah, coming back to the question again. So things are expected of her after marriage. Unrealistic expectation. But from you, it's zero. Like, no. Like, I think there will be no changes from your end required after marriage. But like 90% of her is changed, which is not even spoken, as I said. So please stop this double standard. It is 2026.